Hey guys, welcome back to my garden. Today we have episode 2 of our tomato series for spring of 2020. And I'm basically just going to be showing you guys how we're going to be growing tomatoes indoors. And I like that we're growing a nice variety of tomatoes. I believe two of them are like cherry tomatoes and one of them should be like a regular sized tomato. Now you could see when I flip it around, the root system has developed quite a bit. And I'm going to be basically planting this in a kratky system. So it's a nice easy hydroponic system. So I'm going to be using 3-inch net cups because those fit perfectly in a wide mouth mason jar. And you want to basically grab your plant and make sure that your plants are labeled. This way you don't mix anything up and you want to be able to keep track of everything. And you see the root system has developed quite a bit, so it looks nice and beautiful down there. And I made sure the plants got nice and leggy on purpose. You'll see why. Because when you place it down at the bottom of the net cup and you flip it around, you could see the plant has gotten nice and tall where it's reaching just over the net cup. So basically what I'm going to do is just kind of fill it in with some clay pebbles here. And I pre-washed my clay pebbles and I let it sit in some water so they're kind of soaked a little bit. This way it helps the root system develop a little bit further, and being that the plant got nice and leggy, all that space in between that's basically covered up with the rockwool cubes right now, with the clay pebbles right now, is basically, or should essentially grow into new root systems and kind of help the plant support itself and get nice and strong. So the fact that the plant is already covered up with some clay pebbles here, you could see that it's already being supported nicely and it shouldn't topple over or anything like that. And when I flip it around, you can see the root system is there at the bottom, so it's going to basically grow out from the bottom there. And I'll show you guys what I mean by that once I set everything up. But for now, let's kind of finish setting up the other two the same way we just did this first one here. So we got our cherry tomato plant right over here, and same thing, just kind of take a net cup, place it there at the bottom, and fill in the clay pebbles. And you want to make sure that you wash your clay pebbles, I mentioned that earlier, because when you get them in the mail, due to shipping and everything like that, they shake around and compress against each other, so it develops a lot of like dust and debris, and that's really not good to get into your hydroponic system. And you want to make sure that you're labeling these as well, since it's covered up now. It's going to be hard to tell what plant is what. When tomato plants are really small, it's really difficult to tell the difference between them. I've even spoken to like people that have been growing for many years, and even they have a hard time to differentiate differences between them when they're really small. When the plant gets a little larger, of course, it's a little bit easier, but for now you can see the plants are looking nice and healthy. And everything is ready in the net cup, so all we got to do is basically take our glass jars right over here, and I'm going to be using quart size mason jars just to start. Now you can see I covered it up over here with some foil just to keep the sunlight from penetrating inside and developing algae. The reason why I did that is because you can see right over here I painted this jar. This is already 2 coats of paint, and you could see that by simply covering it up with some foil, absolutely no light penetrates through the bottom or the inside, and it'll keep your root system nice and healthy, and it'll keep the algae definitely away from your system. So I labeled the glass jars as well. So I'm just going to take a 1 gallon size container here. I'm just going to fill it up with some water. And you want to make sure to pH balance your water. Tomato plants like more of like a slightly acidic pH, somewhere between like a 6.0 to 6.5. And I'm going to be using MaxiGrow for this growth, and I'm just going to use basically the minimum of requirements of what it says, so just 1 teaspoon per gallon. So that's what I'm going to put right here. And I've used this mixture before, so it should roughly give me like just around like 1,000 ppm, something like that, so it's perfect for vegetation stage as well as even plants when they're in flowering stage as well. And you can see after it's shaken up, it changes to like this like yellowish, almost like opaque color. And you want to make sure you check the bottom. This way, if there's any solution at the bottom, you want to shake it up a little bit more, like I need to here. Now that that's all mixed up, we're basically just gonna start our kratky system. And like I mentioned, the easiest way to do it is just take another net cup and just kind of put it right there. And once you start pouring in your solution or your fertilizer, you want to stop once it reaches basically the bottom of the net cup, and it kind of covers the bottom of the net cup slightly. Now you can see when I lift it up over here, that's what the bottom net cup looks like, and you can see clearly that it's submerged. And if I zoom you guys in just a little bit, you could see a little bit more of how much I put in. It looks like just about maybe like not even a quarter of an inch, something like that. And I'm just gonna do the same thing for all 3 jars. And if it's slightly higher, slightly lower, it's not a big deal, guys. It's not gonna change anything. The reason why you want to make sure that it's touching the bottom of the neck cup is just to get a wicking system going between the clay pebbles and the plant, just for the root system to start developing and growing downwards. Once the roots already are growing down into the water, it doesn't make a difference at that point if it's touching the bottom of the neck cup anymore, because the roots are getting everything they need from the inside of the container. And we'll most likely have to definitely be doing refills and things like that. So you want to keep watch of your solution and what level it's at. Especially since you're using foil, everything is kind of covered up. It's a little bit more difficult to see, but you could always tell by simply just grabbing the glass jar, picking it up. You could see how heavy it is, or just lift the neck up and take a peek inside. Now, if I could just get the label out, this is the cherry tomato plant. And I'm just kind of want to test, make sure once you place the neck up inside, when you lift it up, you should see like so. The water is kind of dripping at the bottom, meaning that it's definitely touching the bottom of the neck cup, and that's pretty much what you want, guys. So we got the black Vernissage right over here, and we're gonna be growing 3 varieties, like I mentioned. This should be like a beautiful, like small little, I believe like a 2-ounce, maybe 3-ounce size tomato. I've actually yet to grow that to full completion. Something always ends up going wrong, or like the plant gets infected, or the plant dies, or you guys know it's gardening. Not everything is 100%. And this is going to be a beautiful little bluish green looking like tomato. When you slice it on the inside, it's absolutely gorgeous looking based on the photos. I'm really excited to grow these 3 varieties, guys. I think this is going to be a really good season. My other plants are doing really well, so I'm hoping, with a little luck, I have a little bit more growth to go. And it looks like I got basically about maybe another 2 to 3 maybe glass jars I could fill up with that solution. So what I did is I had some basil and some thyme growing on the side, so I just kind of did the exact same setup that I did for the tomato plants over here. And basically we just have a kratky system going over here. There's no air pumps or air stones or anything like that. It's just really simple way for the plants to start growing and developing, with a couple ingredients you may have just laying around, maybe like a little pasta jar or something like that you guys may have laying around. Just give it a nice good wash. If your pieces don't necessarily fit exactly, if you're kind of DIYing this a little bit more, it doesn't need to fit 100%, as long as you're getting basically the water touching the bottom of your container. The root systems should technically grow downwards and start doing its thing. So you can see the thyme is doing absolutely beautiful, and the tomato plants are looking really good right now. And I'm going to show you guys basically a couple days later, after I put it into the system, how things are looking. And you can see things are doing really well. So the plants look overall nice and healthy right now, since it's still early in its life. So this is basically a couple days later. You can see the plants are nice and perked up, and they're reaching up towards the lights. I actually put up a little box underneath to kind of raise things up a little bit higher. You want to kind of keep the plants nice and close to the lights when they're growing. Originally, I kept the lights really far away to get the plants nice and leggy. This way we could plant it out and show you guys, pretty much what you see in the video, why we got a leggy. This way we could plant it out and cover things up. And you can see for the most part things are looking really, really good right now. I would say it's probably about 90% covered up well. It looks like maybe like the thyme needs a little bit more clay pebbles, maybe like the basil also, but for the most part everything seems to be covered up. And I'm pretty sure I should be avoiding like any type of algae growth or anything like that, but we'll definitely be monitoring that together closely as the videos and the season goes on. And I'll show you guys kind of how things progress. So I'm really excited basically for episode 3 to come, and I'll show you guys what changes. But for now, let me kind of show you in the last couple of days what the root system looked like and if anything has developed. So lifting it up, you can see the roots are starting to finally poke out underneath there at the bottom. And it looks like the kratky system is on the way finally. So you can see basically the second plant over here. Let's lift it up. Same thing, I can see little roots are starting to poke here in the bottom. Looking really good, guys. The systems are working. And the last one, let's see, looks Kind of hard to see. Oh, there we go. Looking really good, guys. I definitely see roots on all three of the plants. Everything is looking nice and healthy and good. It seems like the kratky system is doing really well right now. For the most part, we're gonna probably increase the size of the containers, but we'll talk about that later on. And you can see it's basically about 1, maybe 2 inches away from the grow lights right now. And that's perfect what you want in the beginning. This way the plant gets nice and compact and bushy. And instead of trying to stretch and reach for the lights, it's gonna get nice and compact for you. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. We'll be back soon.